What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review, part 2 of my review series of me reviewing all the Jurassic Park movies leading up to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Last month I was on this guy's channel to review Jurassic Park, and now we're here reviewing the Lost World Jurassic Park. And let me introduce you guys my special guest. That is Sammy from Samuel One More Reviews. Sammy, how's it going?
It was doing great. It's not me Samuel Reviews. I was on his show around the fresh. Well, I lost it 1 goddamn %. But anyway, I'm happy to be back reviewing Jurassic Park series. I did view the first Jurassic Park on my channel if you want to check that out. So let's talk about the Lost World Jurassic Park.
Yes, that is right, guys. Our Jurassic Park review is on Sammy's channel. The link will be in the description box below for that video. And now, we're going to talk about the sequel, The Lost World Jurassic Park. Directed once again by Steven Spielberg and starring Jeff Goldblum, not Sam Neill or Laura Dern. They're not back in this sequel. It's got Jeff Goldblum, Vince Vaughn, Julianne Moore, and a bunch of other actors in this movie. The plot to Lost World is completely different from the first movie. I mean, years after the events from Jurassic Park, after the park was not going to work, Ian Malcolm comes back to Jurassic Park, back to the island, and things start to go down. There's some things going on with InGen. They want to take creatures and bring them back to San Diego to make their own park. And of course, dinosaurs break loose and start eating people. Jurassic Park is an instant classic. We all know that. Watching this movie, it's an iconic classic. Now, I was wondering how The Lost World was going to top this. And watching it for the first time, I really liked it. I really did. And then just watching it a few more times, I began to like it a little bit less. I think it's okay. It's not a terrible movie. It's just compared to the first movie, it's a kind of a disappointment. But Sammy, give us your quick overall thoughts with The Lost World.
Personally, I actually like this movie, actually. I'm sure it's not anywhere near as close as to what Jurassic Park offered. I mean, I guess not much I love that movie, but and not as great or as amazing as that film was, but this film, I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Again, it's not as great as the first one, but overall I think it's a pretty good film. It has a lot of greatness. It does do a lot of things differently. The first one, that's probably what this film was criticized a lot for. But overall, I think it's actually a really good and honestly a very underrated movie. I don't get why this film honestly gets a lot of hate, to be honest.
Yeah, I can totally see where you're coming from, man. But yeah, I did have some positives with this movie by far. So let's just jump right into the positives first. The biggest positive is the performances in this movie. Especially Jeff Goldblum. He's a million times better. As Ian Malcolm, they really fleshed out his character a lot. Seeing who Ian Malcolm really is as a person, you know, he's a father, he has a daughter, and he also had a girlfriend played by Julianne Moore. And I just really like the direction they took in Ian Malcolm's character because he's such a lovable character. Vince Vaughn, he was also really good in this movie. Julianne Moore, she was great. And I just really like the performances in this movie this time around.
Same here. Everybody does do a great job. And Jeff Goldblum, he's always amazing. They do a lot of interesting things for his character, which I actually really liked. His daughter we'll get into later, but overall his character, I really like how they did this movie. Yeah, I like the relationship with Julianne Moore, who was also great. Vince Vaughn, great. This definitely was a different performance from Vince Vaughn, but he did Hacksaw Ridge and also at 9. Again, I think so far everybody does a pretty good job. There really isn't any fault in the acting department, at least for me.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. The performances do not disappoint in this movie. Now, the visual effects is really good in this movie. I mean, the animatronics still look absolutely phenomenal. The T-Rex, all the Triceratops just look absolutely gorgeous. The Velociraptors, really suspenseful. And the visual effects to this movie are amazing. I just love the scenes in this movie of seeing all the dinosaurs, especially the T-Rexes, especially the baby T-Rex. That was really cute. And the mama T-Rexes. The parents in this movie, they're terrifying in this film. I just love all the dinosaur scenes in this movie by far.
Oh, definitely. They are some of the best parts about this movie. And the visuals are still amazing. And not even as amazing as the first one, but still amazing nonetheless. And this one's like 20 years old. The effects still hold up well today. And the dinosaurs, they look amazing. It's pretty much everything involved in dinosaurs is just freaking just amazing. Just, oh my god.
Just the way that they made you feel like you were there. Just The dinosaur scenes just made you feel like they're realistic. And the film's over 20 years old, and I can see why people still praise that. And finally, the score by John Williams. It's really good. I really like John Williams' score as always in these Jurassic Park movies. Just hearing the themes all over again, especially the suspenseful scene with the RV. When the RV truck is tipped over, they're about to fall out. I really like that entire sequence where Julianne Moore is on the glass and she almost looks like she's going to fall off. That's one of my favorite scenes in the film, and the score accompaniment was fantastic.
Oh, definitely. Tottenham score is a freaking classic, and score I'm never going to stick out, especially how using that RV scene, which is probably one of the most intense scenes I've probably seen. I always get tense whenever that scene, I always get goosebumps. There are a lot of positive things I probably don't agree with me on. I thought the story was actually engaging. They tried to do something a lot different than the first one, which is something I actually do really appreciate. It made some of the adventures suspend the greatness of the first match by not being better than the first. I do appreciate how they tried to differentiate from the first one, inspired by this film was criticized for. Temple Doom's a lot. Just Temple Doom's a lot different. Probably that film was criticized, and kind of sitting here. Again, the effects are amazing. Some camera work are pretty incredible. And I thought the more they trying to get the characters back on the island, especially during why I won't go back on the island, was actually pretty interesting.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. Now, for this movie, it's not a perfect movie in my opinion. There were some problems I did have with it. So now let's jump right into my negative section. One of my flaws with the movie, honestly, was the father-daughter relationship between Jeff Goldblum and his daughter. Spoiler, if you haven't seen Lost World yet, she is black, but they really don't dive into that too much aspect of that part of the film. I wish it could have been a little bit more perfect, but the daughter honestly didn't do much in the movie, except that one scene, like the gymnastics part where she kicks the velociraptor, and she's kind of a damsel in distress. I would have liked to see the daughter do a little bit more stuff in this film. That's probably one of my minor flaws. It's not a big flaw in the film.
Yeah, I do. That's definitely one of the flaws I do have with this movie is the daughter. And then, her acting's not bad at all. It's just, I wasn't a fan of her character. And I also really wasn't a fan of the acting scene, to be honest. It was just way too, really?
Yeah, totally, man. Yeah, totally. And also, there's another subplot in this movie. Spoilers, the InGem subplot, where you have another group of soldiers who are trying to go on the island. They're trying to capture some dinosaurs to bring back to San Diego and create an own Jurassic Park of their own back in the real world. And it really was kind of I didn't really like it that much. I didn't really care what was going on with that entire subplot. Plus, it's really long executed, especially the final act. It's just really cartoonish. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more explanation. And plus, there's a bunch of exposition in the movie by different characters. And just that entire San Diego subplot drags this movie for me.
Yeah, I do agree with you what you say about the subplot. There's a moment where the film does drag about that. I didn't hate that subplot, to be honest. There's a moment it has a great moments and all that, but it does drag down, and it wasn't executed as well as it could have been.
Yeah, and also my other tiny flaw with the film, some scenes were really predictable, like we've seen in many other Jurassic Park movies, like the way some characters, they're all by themselves in a forest. You see like the little tiny velociraptors, and then you think another scene there's going to be a big velociraptor that pops out of nowhere. It's like, yeah, I saw that coming. I didn't really buy that. And also some T-Rex scenes, like, oh, I know this is going to happen. I hear those footsteps.
That really bothered me, but I can definitely see where it comes from, that.
Yeah, guys, those are my only flaws with the film. I did have a fun time watching this movie. It is a solid flick, but nowhere near as better as the first Jurassic Park. It has its good moments. It does take a different direction that I really do appreciate. But just some things with some subplots and the father-daughter relationship could have been a little better for me. But honestly, The Lost World is a fun time.
Yeah, I do really like this movie. It's definitely not as great as the first movie, far from it, but it's still a pretty good film that I still do really like and I still do enjoy. Again, there's some things that could have been better, and I wasn't a fan of the relationship between Jeff Goldblum's daughter and Dark, I wasn't a fan of. But overall, this movie was pretty good. On my rating scale, I would give it a 90 of an A-. So, or 4 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, on my rating scale, I'm going to give The Lost World Jurassic Park a 3 out of 5 stars. Pretty solid film. Enjoyable. Alright guys, that was our review for The Lost World Jurassic Park. The question is, what are your guys' thoughts on The Lost World? Did you love it? Think it was okay, or did you absolutely hate it? Let us know down below in the comment section, because that's what really matters. Sammy, thank you so much for joining me on my channel to talk about Lost World. Can't wait to talk next month on your channel, talking Jurassic Park 3, because I got some opinions on that one. But Sammy, real quickly before we close out the video, tell my subscribers where we can find you on your social media.
My YouTube channel, same one with the views where I review movies, TVs, games, and music and all that stuff. I also have Snapchat. I always leave all my links to all social media in the description down below in my videos, so you can follow my YouTube channel where you can see all my social links to all my channels where you can follow me on every social media site I'm on.
Thanks, yeah, so much, Sammy. Yep, next month, Jurassic Park 3 will be on Sammy's channel, so continue on with our Jurassic Park series as we get to Fallen Kingdom. Thank you guys, as always, for watching this review, and if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe to me as well as Sammy. His channel's in the description below, and all my social media links are in the description below. Click the bell notification icon on your way out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!